sent the flatbed because my car doesn't go into neutral.
Uh,
The ignition is locked.
oh man, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I gotta go to the mechanic after work.
Okay. Yeah, man, car problems are the worst.
Shit, I like it better no car.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man.
No problem, bro. It's life. It happens. Gotta be ready
Yeah,
for it.
life is not easy.
Not at all.
There's definitely always obstacles and lemons and
That's right.
crazy stuff. So, yeah, man. So the three questions I usually ask people. Oh, so my name's Davidson. I've interviewed maybe around like 300 people so far through Uber and Lyft.
Okay.
So it's been fun to like meeting a lot of people.
Yeah.
And the first question I ask is, what's something that's like, what's the happiest moment of your life so far?
That's a deep one.
Yeah, man.
I just woke up about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Happiest moment of my life. To date, I would have to say probably me and my girlfriend. You know,
Aw,
I used to be in a really deep rut, and I feel like me and her it's been going on 2 years now, 2 years strong.
yeah.
2 years actually next week on the 27th.
Aw,
2 years.
nice. Congrats.
Yeah, it's just the best thing that's probably ever happened to me in a long
Wow,
time. So
that's
I
beautiful.
lost my father this year, so she's been there
Oh
through it all.
man.
Yeah, so
And you were close?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can't take everything for granted, it sounds like.
Not at all. Every day I'm grateful. You know, we woke up today, so thank God for
Yeah.
that. Me and you, we're here right now. So,
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
yes, sir.
As long as, life, there's always going to be stuff that comes like, car breaking down or unforeseen circumstances,
Yes,
but
sir.
it sounds like you have gratitude that at least, you're still
Yes, sir.
alive and kicking.
100%.
Yeah, I feel that. Like I had some friends that were pretty young that passed away,
Yeah,
and
me
I'm like,
too.
and it's like, man, like at that age,
Yep,
so it's like sometimes I'm just like, man, at least I'm still here.
yep. Can't take nothing for granted.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ha- and the second question is, so this is the opposite. Well, it sounds like you might have just said it, but like, what's the saddest moment of your life?
Yeah, probably when my father passed.
Yeah.
We didn't have the closest relationship, but at the
Uh,
end of the day, it's still my father. So,
yeah.
yeah, that one definitely. The grieving wasn't there all the way when it first happened, but
Oh, wow.
it comes along after a little while.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
like, would you think it was like denial at first, or?
I don't want to say denial, just more so shock,
Wow.
and like confusion almost.
Huh.
Mixed emotions of what not to feel
Yeah.
and what to feel. So it's like,
Wow.
but I've had a couple sad moments, but I don't want to get too in depth right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear forgiveness in that, like what you
100%.
said,
Yep.
and at the
Amen.
end of the day, they did the best they could with what
Amen.
the resources they had, and it's not, you know what I mean? Like, being a
Amen.
father is hard. It's not
For sure.
easy, I'm sure.
And I learned that as I got older, so I began to give him a little more leniency and forgiveness as I got older.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I began to forgive him before the time was up. So,
Yeah, that's good.
you know,
I'm sure he appreciates that, because like at the
amen.
end of the day, like, so my dad hasn't really been in my life pretty much most of my life,
Hmm.
and I can go on being angry and like just upset or like, oh, well, a good dad has to be present or has to be around. But man, like, I can't imagine raising three kids. Like,
Yeah.
you know
My
what I
mom
mean?
has five, so
Yeah, that's crazy. It's
yeah.
like that's tough. Like,
So,
I'm like barely struggling just me and my wife, right? So it's like, I can't imagine like having to take care
I
of five
feel you, Bob.
people and then, be the disciplinary
And
person.
as men already, we barely get checked on as it is. So
Yeah,
I feel like it's a lot of things fathers go through, especially that they don't speak on.
yeah, yeah.
The mothers get all the love, they get
Yeah,
taken
they
care
do,
of.
right? It's almost unfair sometimes, I feel like, because I mean, my mom's lovely, like, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong,
so is
but
mine.
it's like the dad feels like they get the short end of the stick
Yeah,
sometimes, where it's like no one's perfect,
yeah,
and yeah, it's interesting. Like a lot of dads, it's so weird how like for Mother's Day everyone makes a big deal,
yeah.
right? And then like Father's Day, like no, it's like
Nobody even remembers Father's
yeah,
Day.
no one
Everybody
even
has to ask what day is Father's Day again? Yeah,
yeah, or yeah, they don't even celebrate it
yeah,
usually. It's like that's so weird,
yeah.
but yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, being in relationships awesome because it's like unconditional love,
Hmm.
like ideally, and
Yeah, I was in a very dark place before my girlfriend came along, but
yeah.
she has me doing stuff like taking hikes, and
Oh, nice. Dude, I
we
love hiking.
yeah, we fly kites and shit, so we do it
That's
all.
cool. I feel like kites are making a comeback.
It's
But
funny, we were just at the park and we seen about 10 different people with kites.
what, really?
Oh yeah,
Wow, that's so cool.
everybody had kites.
It's so like like it's cool because like sometimes you do need to like like do childlike
Yeah,
things, you
yeah,
know?
and that's what we do a lot. We tend to, because we have a dog too, a golden retriever. So
Aw.
if we,
Oh, they're the best.
yeah, if we do
They're so
something,
playful.
it's more than likely an outdoor activity for him.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah,
That's like having a dog's good because even if it's cold, like it's good to get outside, you
yeah,
know, and
yeah.
it's healthy to walk
Walks
around.
are healthy. Yep,
Yeah,
I agree. I've been telling my friends that for a while now. That's definitely a form of therapy.
yeah,
I look
yeah.
forward to that after work.
Just like just getting out, getting fresh air, getting
Yep,
sunlight.
yep.
Yeah, that's why I had a roommate that had a husky lab mix,
Okay.
and we used to go like running together with the
Yeah,
dog, and that was so good. It was
yeah.
such good exercise.
It's definitely refreshing.
Yeah, yeah. I bet you didn't expect to have this early.
Not at all, but I'm not gonna say I appreciate it, because sometimes things need to get said. So
Yeah,
yeah, I definitely
yeah.
appreciate
I
it.
think as men we hold on to a lot, especially dads, like,
Yep,
but like dudes in general, especially people of color, like we
yeah.
kind of have to
And I was
life.
just telling my girlfriend that I was just explaining that yesterday, how like sometimes I might not speak on everything, but just
Yeah,
because I'm quiet doesn't mean I have an attitude. It doesn't mean I'm upset at you.
yeah,
It's just like, I'd rather not speak right now.
yeah,
Sometimes
yes.
it's best to not speak than to, regret something you're gonna say. So,
Mm. Yeah, I definitely have been guilty of saying something like out of frustration, like
a few times.
yeah, without really
But
meaning it.
emotions run high, so I try not to use anything anybody says while upset against them. So,
That's good.
you know,
Yeah, because sometimes we'll say things that it's like, ooh, like
by the
that's
end of the night, they'll be apologizing.
yeah, that's good. At least you apologize, right? Some
Yeah,
people don't even
yeah.
apologize.
And I'm quick for accountability.
Yeah,
Happy wife, happy life. If she
it's
wants,
so accurate. Yeah,
she wants to be right, you can be right all day.
yeah. Sometimes like just being the bigger person, like
At the end of the day, that's our pride. So it's like we put that aside for Our Lady, but I don't think we can put it aside for anybody else besides that.
definitely not the parents. Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, like at least in my case, my wife is usually right more often
Yeah,
because she's
okay.
the more thoughtful. She's the one that like thinks more,
Yeah.
and I'm the more spontaneous. Like,
And it's funny because just the other day when I was waiting for the tow truck, she was telling me I forgot the word she used, but basically she was saying that how she thinks more than me sometimes, or
oh
most
yeah,
times.
yeah,
Well, I'm like, when you're with me, you don't have to do too much thinking because you just, your brain is elsewhere. But
yeah,
yeah, day to day, you might have to think a little extra harder. But I work
yeah,
harder, so
yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, for sure.
part of me, you have to think a little bit more.
I mean, I think guys like in our society, you kind of have to work hard, right?
Yeah,
It's almost like that's what society deems
yep,
as our value.
yep,
It's like how much money can we bring in,
yep.
like security, safety, like a lot
Yep.
of that stuff.
What's your channel called, boss?
Oh, it's my name, Davidson Hang. So yeah, so Davidson's my first name, and then Hang's my last name.
Okay, it's on your Uber, right? That's your probably the same name.
Oh yeah, it's on there.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna search you up. What are you on YouTube and everything?
yeah, I'm on everything, but YouTube is where I'm doing this currently.
Okay. Yeah, right here it'll be fine. Right here by this little church.
Oh, it's on. Okay,
It's
all
right
right.
here, boss.
Cool, man. It's
All right.
nice meeting you.
God bless you, boss. Thank you for
Thank you.
those
You too.
questions, and you have a
Yeah,
great
thank you
day.
so much. Take care. Bye. That was cool. Then we had some pretty deep conversations, like right off the bat, man. And unfortunately, his dad passed away, so that's sad, so sad to hear. But being able to make peace with it, forgive his father, forgive himself for being mad. That's just the little things in life. Amen. Amen. Man. So I'm picking someone up named Jennifer. Ooh, here, I'll show you how beautiful it is. This that's the one good thing about like my not one good thing, but It's beautiful to in the morning. So I'm doing quick, maybe three or four rides before I have my 9 o'clock call with a client meeting. But today I'm gonna be driving a lot, so you'll see. I have to I have to do 34 rides today, so that's gonna be rough. Either that or I have to wake up super early and do some rides like first thing in the morning just to hit the bonus. So wish me good luck. So basically today I'm gonna most likely have to use the supercharger as well. Beekman Road. So this town is called Somerset or Frank. That guy's name was Jay. Good dude. Good dude. All right. Let's see. Beekman Place. Turn left on Beekman Road. Okay. Almost there. 1 minute away. All right. Ah, here you go. Just ahead, turn right on Rachel Court. Rachel Court. Oh, a lot of people out this morning. Surprised. Turn right on Rachel Court. Then pick up Janet. Well, that makes sense. Everyone's going to work. So it's 7:53 a.m. right now. All right. This person's name is Jennifer. Oh, looks like Jennifer's out already. Nice, nice. Oh. All right. Oh, how's everything?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a little Albany. I thought there was just Albany.
Oh yeah.
Oh. So this is pretty random, but I'm a YouTuber and I usually interview my guests.
Oh, okay.
Is that cool with you?
Sure.
Sweet. I wanted to get your permission first, so nice to meet you.
You too.
My sister's name is Jenny.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but most people call you Jennifer, right? Sounds like.
No, they call me Jenny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I'm doing this because I wanted to spread more like love and positivity and good vibes out there in the world
Mhm.
because I do think there's a lot of like negativity in social media nowadays.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to do stuff that's like a little bit more wholesome and like uplifting and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So that's my intention with interviewing people and just asking them what they're passionate about and things like that. So
Okay.
yeah. So the first question, so I usually ask people three questions. The
Mhm.
first one is, what's the happiest day of your life?
Mm, that's a good one. Hmm. I, it's probably the first time that I went to like Disneyland.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love the one in California.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, that's so funny. I wrote that. So when I was in fifth grade in the yearbook, they asked like, "Hey, what's your happiest day or happiest moment?" And I also said when I was in Disneyland. It's so cool, right?
It is.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. You don't remember it vividly, but I remember I was probably about 5, and I have the best picture of my dad walking me through Disneyland, and he's carrying me, and I'm
Aw.
sucking my thumb, and it's like there's not a care in the world.
Aw. That's awesome. Yeah, that it's funny you mentioned that. That's also one of the like, unfortunately I don't have like a lot of happy moments with my dad, but Disney was one of them that I definitely
Mhm.
remember.
And I'm 51, and I'm still the biggest Disney fan, if you can't tell from this big mini purse. But yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, Disney, it's like my wife is like when we're at Disney World, the one in Orlando,
Hmm.
she acts like she wears the Mickey Mouse like hat and or
Oh, so do I.
oh yeah,
So do
yeah.
I.
It's so cute. I'm like,
Yeah.
babe, you're adorable. Yeah.
When I
Aw.
travel there, I'll wear like, everything that I have on is either Mickey or Minnie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, that's adorable. So the next question I have is, what's something that you're grateful for?
hmm, hmm. I'm just grateful for life.
Yeah,
I work
yeah.
in oncology, so,
Oh wow, yeah. So you've seen it all.
right, exactly. So life,
It's like you
it's
never
not
know.
promised to you, you know,
Yeah.
the next day. So I'm just grateful to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, the last guy I just dropped off, he said the same thing.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, his father passed away recently. He was a young dude, I could tell.
Hmm.
And he said that he, we just talked about like just forgiving and like, hey, your parents did the best they could
Of
with the,
course.
and it's like, it's, must be hard. Like he said, he has, there was five of them, so four siblings.
Hmm.
It's like, I can't imagine like having to take care of that many people,
Right.
So,
Sure.
but yeah, it sounded like his father passed away unexpectedly. So,
Hmm.
to your point,
Hmm.
it's like you never know. Right?
You don't. I
Yeah.
lost my mom very young. She was only 57. So,
Oh wow, yeah,
and
that's
my
really
dad
young.
also, he was 52.
Wow, both very young.
Sure.
Wow. What was something that you learned from? Well, we'll do your mom first, and then your father.
Hmm. Mom always instilled, you want nice things, you have to work. You have to work to get nice things.
Yeah,
So that's always been kind of the mantra that I follow.
yeah.
I've always worked more than one job.
Oh
Just
yeah. Are you Caribbean?
no.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
every time I meet Caribbean people, they're always like, it's like a running joke that they all have like multiple
No,
jobs. Uh,
mm-mm. It's just, to keep myself busy too. And,
yeah, for sure.
you want nice things, you have to work to pay for them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, there's no free lunch.
No,
Is
not at all. Not at all.
eventually we'll have to pay for it.
Right. Nobody's going to take care of you. You got to take care of
Yeah.
yourself.
Especially with credit cards nowadays, like sometimes it's like, well,
No,
we're gonna pay for it eventually.
right, exactly.
Yeah,
With my
yeah.
dad, it was always just, love everyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
so
he was the more affectionate one.
a little. He hated pictures, so and I'm the same. But
Yeah,
yeah, he was always, a hug in the morning, a hug at night,
yeah.
So,
Oh,
but
that's
just
nice.
love everyone.
Yeah, it's. I was just listening to Mel Robbins, who's like this motivational speaker,
Hmm.
and she was just saying, or well, there's another guy. He's like a famous YouTuber that helps gamers, and then he graduated from Harvard with
Hmm.
like a psychology PhD or
Hmm.
something like that.
Hmm.
And so he's a psychiatrist, and he was saying how he's like it's there's the studies show that once we have compassion, once we have empathy, like let's
Hmm.
say your partner forgot your birthday or something like that. It's like instead of thinking like, oh, this person must be cheating on me and like going all that, it's
Hmm.
like, well, who knows, like if they're going through a tough time at work or their
Sure.
parents are going through something really difficult or
Hmm.
they just found out their best friends are breaking up or something, right? It's like
Right.
we are always thinking about ourselves,
Hmm.
but it's like, well, when you really put yourself in that other your partner's shoes, it's like, are they afraid they're going to get laid off from work? It's like, have compassion, have empathy first before thinking it's
Right.
all about me, me, me all the time, you know?
Absolutely agree.
Yeah. And it was like such a simple lesson, but I'm like, ooh,
Hmm.
definitely have been guilty of that. That's
Oh,
for sure.
yes. I think we all have.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sounds like they're both lovely people.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, so this is a question from the last pass. So I also ask, what question would you want me to ask the next person I pick up? Oh, yeah, I'll be doing a lot of driving today, so.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. What makes them happy?
Ooh, that's good.
Hmm.
And this is also a trick question because I also asked you that question.
Hmm.
So what makes you happy?
Well, there's a few things. me being able to help people, that makes me happy.
Oh,
And um, also just knowing that I've done a good job, that
yeah.
makes me happy.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like my wife is like that. She
Mm.
definitely takes pride in her work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely do
Not
too.
everyone does,
Yeah, exactly.
but
Exactly.
yeah.
No, I pride myself on that. And also, my team members as well.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah, there's a quote that my friend, he's really, really smart guy, like young guy, but actually like smart for definitely very wise for his age.
Mm,
I saw in his profile, he put what I, what I, what I took, oh no, what I kept, I lost, what I gave, I gained. And I
mm,
was like, huh,
hmm.
that's interesting.
I like that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
this is good philosophy. It's like very simple, but
Right.
he was definitely a giver. Like people were very attracted to his energy. Like he always
Mm,
gravitated towards him.
hmm.
So it's like that's good philosophy to
Yes,
have.
it is.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, and my takeaway from that quote is like if I'm holding on to something, like if I'm like attached to it, right? Like
Hmm.
let's say like I'm attached to like, oh well, my friends should be calling me, and they should always like at least once every 3 months, like they have to at least reach out to me, right? And I'm holding on to like these expectations. I'm just gonna be disappointed because if they don't meet my really 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 high expectations, then I'm just gonna be like, oh well, I guess they don't care about me.
Mm,
Versus like, oh well, who knows what they're going through, right? Maybe I make the effort, and
exactly.
and I could just be there for them and just be like, hey, like, how's everything? Just thinking of you. Like, I
Hmm.
thought of, I was listening to this podcast. I thought of you. Like,
Hmm.
just send it over. Just letting you know, like, I'm thinking of you. Um, that's gonna be more work on my end, but it's like you never know, right? Just to create that
Right.
space, and then there's been folks that I've called that's like, oh, like I was afraid to call you because it's been so long, so I wasn't sure if you want to stay in touch with me or whatever, and then
Hmm.
we ended up having a good conversation. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I made the effort.
Yeah, and it takes 5 seconds to text. You
Yeah.
never know definitely what people are going through.
Yeah, yeah, especially if we think that our stuff is like worse. It's like, oh, well,
Right.
I'm going through the worst. Like, no one could possibly ever understand what I'm going
Hmm.
through, right? We've all been guilty of that as well.
Right. But people definitely are going through much more worse things.
Yeah, yeah. So it sounds like you work in research or hospital?
I work for the Cancer Institute, right?
Oh, is
So
that the new building? The
that's going to be our new location.
Wow, that building looks like
It
huge.
is. It is.
Wow.
It's going to be, we'll have inpatient beds in there as well because right now the
Hey,
center is
Karen.
just outpatient. But the
Oh,
new
okay.
building will be inpatient as well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah, it's cool to see New Jersey like being a hub for all this research, and I'm sure there's a lot of um, money. There's a lot of like intentionality. I mean, it's good, right? It sounds like,
It's needed. It's good. It's great.
yeah,
I'm very proud to work there.
that's good. Yeah, I went to Rutgers for well, it
Hmm.
used to be Cook College,
All
now
right.
School of Environmental Biological Sciences,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so amazing to see how much like New Brunswick has changed. Like there's so much
Right.
going on, and
Hmm.
it's good. I feel like there's just a lot more to do, and Rutgers is. I mean, I think it's always been a respected institution, but it seems like it is well known,
It
right?
is. It is now, right, for
Yeah,
sure. But New Brunswick has now become what they call the healthcare hub of New
yeah,
Jersey. So,
yeah. There's a
mhm.
lot going on. Have you always been in the oncology field?
For the past 25 years.
Oh wow,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. I mean, clearly there's a lot left. There's still a lot that we don't know, right?
Right.
So
A
it's
lot more to be done. That's why it's important. I always tell people, you know, if the need arises, check out all the clinical trials.
yeah,
A lot of people are skeptical, thinking they're going to be like a guinea pig or something like that. But
yeah.
had it not been for clinical trials, we wouldn't have all these breakthroughs that we have today. So,
Mm. Oh, when I was in college, this is like back in I graduated in 2011.
oh my
To to
gosh, your baby.
to pay for one of the
You can go straight.
okay. Oh, okay. I see. There's both. Pay for one of my trips. The lady I was dating at the time, it was like for our anniversary. We went to the Bahamas,
Hmm.
but I did one of those inpatient clinical trial
Uh-huh,
studies,
uh-huh.
and it was fun. It
Hmm.
was like me and a bunch of other dudes, and we were just like goofing around, like just being
Hmm.
yeah. And then we were like, dude, this is like pretty good money for when you're like a 19-year-old, you know?
Right. And you don't even think of who you're helping.
Yeah, yeah. We were like, when you're that young, you're just like, oh, I just want to be able to
Right.
like,
Exactly.
yeah, but yeah. And then it was a double blind study, so we had no idea who actually. I think the study was like we were injected the flu,
Hmm.
and then there were some vaccines or something. And
Right.
but to this day, I still don't know if I had this placebo or not.
Hmm.
So I'm always like curious. I'm like, I wonder like what happened.
Right.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to like hear information from like what they got from it, but I'm not sure if like there was any necessarily.
Usually the studies are published, so
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
depending on the study.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But how do I know like which one it was, right? Like how do I find that?
Do you remember like the topic or?
The- I think it was like the flu.
Oh.
It was like yeah, it was like literally the flu vaccine.
Oh,
Yeah, that they were
gotcha.
testing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of hard.
I'm sure there's a lot of studies with
Right,
that, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
But with oncology, some of the trials, they're like the last resort for some people.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
super, super important.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it was nice getting to know you.
You
Thank you
too.
for the
I
amazing
hope
work
I
that you
helped.
do. Yeah, no, this is great. It's always interesting to see what people are up to and so
Right.
many different career paths.
Hmm.
And it's good to know that there's like meaningful work out there and you can make money doing meaningful work, right?
Absolutely. You sure can.
Yeah. Okay, so oh, this is Little Albany.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Actually, I do drop off a lot of people or pick up people from the emergency room
Hmm.
as a
Hmm.
common, or a lot of employees here.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. Intern, right? Any last minute words or anything?
Just be kind to people. That's all.
Oh,
Be nice.
yeah. You never know what someone's going through.
Exactly.
On the left. That one?
Hmm.
Oh, cool. Oh, is this one of the newer buildings?
No, this is our old building, so everybody will, well, most everyone will go into that new one.
That's cool. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
Have a good day.
You
Nice to meet
too.
you.
Best of luck with your videos.
Oh, thank you.
Take
Oh,
care.
Minnie, so
Oh,
cute.
yes.
That's
Disney.
so cute.
Shameless plug.
Aw. Oh wait, really quickly, I have this umbrella that we use. That's the Disney one.
Oh, very
Yeah, yeah. So
cool.
we both have like mini. We have both of the umbrellas that we use. So
Nice. Take
take
care.
care. Bye. Awesome. Hey. Uh. Hey, Karan. How you doing, man? Nice to meet you. Looks like you're a gamer. You have a gaming channel, it sounds like. Cool, dude. Sounds like, are you a YouTuber? Thanks for joining the channel, everyone. Aw, that was sweet. Man, so this morning, so yeah, I do have a client call in half an hour, so I'm gonna go back, eat some breakfast, but I'll be doing a bunch of driving today. Uh, so my takeaways from the 2 drives this morning are you never know what someone's going through. Be kind, have grace. Man, what a beautiful message. What beautiful lessons. That was great. I was listening to Mel Robbins, who is this here, I'm gonna play that podcast episode because she's good. There's a guy, Mel Robbins is like a motivational speaker. My life has kind of calcified and hardened into this. Ooh, so I made $16.84 already. Hey. There's so much opportunity around me. So I need 32 more rides to hit $210 bonus. So I'm excited for that. What advice so today I'm gonna try to get 30 rides in. Of so many people doing so that's gonna be a busy day, that's for sure. And the anxiety and the frustration that comes with just feeling like seven. Oh, it's perfect out. Cycling through and flaking out and being ghosted. 71. As you are out in the world dating, and let's say you've taken your advice, which I think is so important for everyone to hear, that online dating is not your only option, and I think people have really relied on that and pulled away from communities and putting themselves out there and joining their churches and trying new things and joining the running club and just being more open in day-to-day life. Yeah. And I think it takes even more post-pandemic to start doing that for yourself. But what are some of the other pieces of advice? Because it is very hard. That's what I hear from everybody that is dating. It's very hard. It's very frustrating that the app scene sucks. It's just another social media app at this point. And you just feel like a commodity and it's a numbers game. Which is why you have to obsess over the way you use your energy, both on and off those vehicles. Because those vehicles, they're dopamine machines. And me and my wife were talking about this literally this morning. She was talking to me. She was like, I just realized I've got back into a little dopamine cycle with Instagram where I'm like, there's a friend I haven't texted back. And I'm telling myself I haven't got time to text this friend back, which is real connection. Man, speaking of. And then I go straight to Instagram. And I relate to that too. This is the same way that people use dating apps. So we have to manage our own way that we use those things. People are not wrong. Dating culture today, for so many people, sucks. And it is hard to find love. Oh, man. I'm not one of those people. Man, it's a pretty busy highway, I guess. Route 27. I guess I'll just go down this way. It's the one area where we feel like we're out of control. Because if you want to lose weight or get in better shape, you can eat better and you can train every day, and your body shape will change. Okay. You want to make more sales, you can pick up the phone. Let's see. You want to save more money, you can deposit in the bank account every day. The money will accumulate. But you could go on a date every day of the week for the next year and still not find the love of your life. That is infuriating. If it were a board game, it wouldn't be Monopoly with its steady accumulation of capital. Alright. Hey Anthony, how's everything? Yeah, just wanted to reach out, check on how you're doing in terms of the career stuff. Have you made any progress? Would love to just see where you're at and see how I could support you. And yeah, man, hope you're doing well, and we'll chat soon. All right. Oh yeah, my friend. Damn, that reminded me to get back to Edwin. Good dude. Okay. What's up, dude? He said, what's up? He sent me a text saying, what's up, dude? Yo, what's good? So, Ian, Tanvir, and I are meeting on Monday to finalize the details. So, super excited to be starting soon, as early as next week. man, it was good to get back to. But yeah, the good news is like my coaching business is definitely growing a lot. So that's been nice. So been just chipping away at the debt, my brother. How's everything with you? Yeah, that's my friend, one of my best friends, closest friends.
Hotels, it would be shoots
Edwin.
and ladders, where you feel like you make all
Thanks
this
for the like,
progress,
everyone.
climbing
Appreciate
up the
it.
ladder, and finally I'm on date 5 with someone. It feels like it's going somewhere, and then they ghost me.
Oh, let's see, Karan.
And I just go all the way
Channel
back down.
activity.
But even worse,
Oh,
it
that
feels
was the
like,
first
because now
time.
I've got
Huh.
less time, and I'm heartbroken, and I feel bad about myself, and I'm questioning my worth, and I'm questioning the people that I'm dating, and, and how great they are. One of my favorite quotes is a Mitch Albom quote where he says, if you don't like the culture, you have to be brave enough to create your own. And that is so relevant in dating and in finding love, because so many of us are going into our love lives.
Hey Andy, hey, sorry, yeah, it's been super crazy. I'm driving back home right now. I'm gonna answer your email like pretty shortly, within the next 20 minutes. So yeah, be on the lookout for an email from me. But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.
As culture adopters, not leaders. One of the best things about like starting a business, you know this, is that you get to decide.
This guy's name is Matthew Hussey.
You get to look at all
He's
the other
really
that do things like
really
you.
solid.
You get to decide the kind
has
of
a really
business
solid
you
brand.
wanna
Really
create.
compassionate
You
dude.
get to decide the kind of culture you want to have with your team, and because of that, you get to put your thumbprint on it. And the strength of your leadership, then it has this infectious impact on everyone else. It's not just that you hire people who are like you hire people and you give them a heavy dose of that culture and the way we do things here. And some people go, oh my God, this is what I've been looking for. And they rise to that culture, and other people fall off because they can't. That can happen in love too.
How? Because here's the thing, like literally, I really want to do the how, because I have so many extraordinary people in my life who are single, who are frustrated by the toxic dating scene that is very much driven by apps and social media, and that the advice about creating your own culture and being brave enough to create your own, I totally get that. How do you do that, and what advice do you have without getting resigned if it's taking so long? You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that it's really important, you know, I am not going to buy into this shit. I am going to have very high standards for myself. I'm going to be brave and have the courage to create a different culture. Just have the conversation, because my energy is worth it. And I'm also going to invest in things that make me come alive, because I know the more that I'm raising my standards for my own life, the more likely I'm going to bump into somebody that I could potentially have a long-term relationship with.
So first, you go slow to go fast in your love life. You don't race to date someone because you really want to be able to tell the people at Thanksgiving that you're dating someone now. You don't rush because you want a love story in your life, even if it's one that's precarious and you don't know where you stand, because it's better than nothing. You go slow to go fast. Then, when you're actually engaging with people, you start to lead with the kind of energy you would like to see from other people. There's a piece of advice I've been giving for a long time, which is both deeply true and flawed. It's, don't invest in someone based on how much you like them. Invest in someone based on how much they invest in you. Now, if you follow that rule, you're going to be okay, because you're not going to get into these situations where you are over investing in someone who's not giving you the same back, because you keep telling yourself it's so important and there's attraction, when really that person is not investing or committing on the level you are. So why are you bothering?
This is so good.
The advice, don't invest in someone based on how much you like them, invest based on how much they invest in you, is that at some point someone has to do a little bit more than the other person. Otherwise we're just in a stalemate. We're just at the school disco with these people on this side and these people on that side, and no one doing anything. So at some point, someone's got to cross the room. Now, if you apply that to, let's say, online dating, or just you're texting someone, you've met someone on an online date, on a dating app, you're now texting them. What does it look like to create your own culture in that situation?
Gold.
Well,
good to see.
If you're only mirroring what they're doing, then you're mirroring all of the worst parts of dating culture. As a way to protect yourself, because I'm only going to invest as much as they do, but you're now actually mirroring the culture. So instead, what we have to do is say, if I were creating my own culture, what would I do? Well, you know what there is in this texting thing? There's a real lack of humanity. It's just words on a screen, and we've been going back and forth. There's just something missing in this. It doesn't feel like a real connection. So the next time they send me a text and say, what you up to? I'm going to leave them a voice note. It's a tiny thing. But I'm going to leave them a voice note and just say, hey, I am at IKEA with my sister right now, and we are buying furniture for this room in our house, and I'm already dreading the fact that I have to put this thing together. It's going to be a complete disaster. I'll send you a picture. They're hearing your voice, and it's already, let's say they are dating 3 other people or talking to 3 other people. You're attacking a different sense. They're hearing you. There's a different intimacy to a voice note. And
so true. That's why I love leaving voice notes.
But what I like about what you're saying is it's actually more about you giving yourself permission to just show up as yourself, and not worry about.
I forgot to reach back out to Gina. Now then, this is a good reminder, because hey Gina, so good to hear your voice. Oh man, it's been super busy. A lot of good news, hopefully coming soon. I'm gonna be doing some healing work to help, like running this retreat thingy to help a lot of people in tech sales. So yeah, I'm excited for it. A lot of new changes on my end, but yeah, just making the most of it and spending a lot of quality time with Sammy. So that's been nice. How's everything with you? Miss you, love you. Yeah, totally. I get it about Lewis. I don't know if I'm going this year as well, but we'll see. Okay, take care. Bye.
About whether or not
that was my friend Gina. She's good people.
Is what drives somebody to a different level.
And having the standard on the back end, so having the bravery on the front end to create the culture and instigate it by being a leader, not a follower,
this week.
But having the standard on the back end
this week says, was productive.
If I don't feel that this pattern that I'm instigating is reciprocated,
platinum.
then I can back off. If I send you a message tomorrow morning and I instigate and I say,
not bad.
Hi, lovely,
so this week so far I made $500.33.
And I do that.
Yesterday was probably my best earning day. $244.67. Wow.
Then fair enough.
And then let's see, Tuesday I did 36 trips.
And then a week later,
so it depends.
Or just say, let's say,
so if I did 36, wow, that's crazy.
Right? So that was a brave thing to
I got 80 points for that.
With someone where you're always instigating.
That's so interesting how that works.
The next day they don't instigate, or you find that you're the one constantly instigating, then you back off. What you don't do is keep instigating. They keep texting back, and you say, I don't get it. They must like me because they keep texting me back, but.
So these are the earning trends. So it says Morris County, North New Jersey has a lot more.
Standards on the back end of this. So that's where you mirror. If you create the culture.
So this tells you the busy areas.
They can't reciprocate.
Where you make the most money on Uber.
You model
pretty interesting, right?
Then you mirror. But what we're doing is mirroring someone from the start.
All right, guys. I'll be back in like an hour and a half after I'm done my meetings. Cheers.
And you're like, wow.
Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Date 2 weeks ago. I really wanted